Good day my dear students, welcome back to my channel, Sir Ababa. For today's video, I'm going to teach you how to determine the selling price of a certain product using three operations: the sum, division, and the multiplication. Okay, so to start with, we're going to open workbook. So just click in the type here to search at the taskbar. If you can find the Excel, you can type the E, but if it is already there, you can select it. Then select blank workbook. Now you can start now typing your data. We will write our group name, say Forges. The product name is Crinkles. You can type now for our first column the item number. Then to move to the next column, you just press tab and you write the ingredients, quantity, the unit price, and the amount. Then press enter. So it will go back to the column A at row 5. So you type your first item 1, so third class the ingredients of Crinkles, third class flour. By the way, to edit the cell, you just press F2 or double click, and then you can move your cursor also inside the cell. For the quantity, I use kilogram here. So when I use kilogram, but the actual unit is in grams, so key in the quantity in grams rather in kilograms. We will convert it right away. So if it is 500 grams, it means 0.5 kilograms, 0.5. Then unit, of course, kilogram, unit price 45. And disclaimer, the unit price here is not the actual price, or it may not coincide with the actual price in the market, but for the demo purposes only. Cornstarch. Okay, so for 50 grams it is 0.05 kilograms. So our water here is in ml, is liter, so we'll change the unit. Okay, so I am done now typing the ingredients. So what we're going to do next, we're going to format this data as table. So we will select from the item number, just click and drag up to the last item, then format as table. Then choose your table design or style. Make sure that the my table has headers is checked. So it's already checked, click OK. So this is now our table, and the name of our table is table 1. So we can also rename the table here. Just click, then change the name. We'll change this to Crinkle Ingredients. Now Crinkle Ingredients. So there should be no space. Crinkle Ingredients. So just type underscore ingredients. So the name of this table is Crinkle Ingredients. Now we can add now the total here, weight per piece, because this is crinkles, meaning we will weigh our crinkles per piece. So weight per piece, so that's say for example 35 grams, the weight of one crinkle. 0.035. Add also estimated output is, so we will estimate the total crinkles that we can produce for this mixture. Initial price per piece, and then the add-on percentage for the overhead expenses. So this is too long, we can wrap this text later after we adjust the columns. Then the selling price, we can give the formula to get the total amount here. For the price equals, and then move the cursor to quantity. So as you can see, there is the label, there is equals, then open bracket at quantity. then times, asterisk, then move your cursor to unit price, press enter. It will follow up to the last row. So we will delete some of these zeros here. Now we can get the total weight for our mixture. Type here equals and then sum for the weight of our mixture. Then go to the last item. Then press colon, move up to the first item, close parenthesis. So it means that the total weight of your mixture is 1.67 kilograms. So another total here for the amount, total amount, we will type equals, then sum, open parenthesis, then move your cursor to the last item, then press shift, then colon, and then move up and close parenthesis, then press enter. So the total amount is 107.95. Now for the estimated output, so we can get the estimated output by dividing total weight by the weight per piece. Estimated output is equal, and then move your cursor to the total quantity, then divide forward slash, and then move to weight per piece. Press enter. So it means that there will be 47.71, or rather 48. So we can round this up to a whole number, 47 pieces. Then the initial price per piece we will press here. So this is equals, and then we will go to our total expenses, the total amount, divide the estimated output, enter. We can add on now our overhead expenses. So this is the price, the initial price, excluding the fuel, the electricity, and the labor. It will be now included in the percentage for overhead expenses. So for example, we will add 50%, so we will just type 150, means 100 plus 50%, and we will format this in percent. Format percent here, just click here or here, and then select percentage, percent. So you type 150. Then the selling price now equals your initial price per piece times your percentage for the overhead expenses. Now if you think that it is very, you can adjust your overhead expenses. We can change the currency. We can our figure here, just highlight, select, click currency here, currency. You see also here initial per piece, initial price. Then now since that you want to your price is in whole number, you can adjust also it into whole number, tracing the decimal currency. But if you write the currency, it will automatically give you two decimal places if you format it to currency. So to remove the decimal place, we will change the formula. To change the formula, we will write round, open parenthesis, and then the end of the here, write comma, and then 0. 0 meaning 0 decimal places to make it into whole. Okay, then close parenthesis and enter. Pesos. We're going to adjust our columns. You can format also your column header into center and bold. You can adjust also bold here, change the font size by selecting all. You can change also the color yellow, and you can also add a border to separate the columns. You just click here and all borders or more borders, so that you can choose the thickness of your border. This is one, and you can select also the color of your border, for example yellow here. That's it. You can change to bold also. You can also change this into whole number by decreasing the decimal. Okay, so you have here 48 pieces. Resize, horizontal resize. Now for the item number, you can put this number that has dots after each number. Just highlight, go to here, number formats, more number formats, and then custom, and then here you type pound sign, so shift 3 period, click OK. So there you have it. You can align to center. So we're done. You can also format this into in 3 decimal places, because kilograms, 1 kilogram is 1000 grams, so there should be 3 decimal places. Okay, so we'll format also into 3, so just increase decimal. We can also change our header here, the group name. We can increase the font size, change to bold, You can change also the color if you want. You put some underline, border, name, change to bold. Okay, that's it. So I hope you learned something today. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be updated for my next videos. And also leave a comment so that I can acknowledge you in my next video. Bye bye.